Directed by Steve McQueen comes 12 Years a Slave. It's about a free man in the 1800s named Solomon, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, living happily with his family until he is tricked by two men into a trip followed by an abduction and a selling into slavery. He tries to tell others that he's had a past life in which he was a free man, but others see him as nothing more than a lying slave. Through this, Solomon is forced to be only what they want him to be, and he is forced to go by a name that they choose him to go by. He remains a slave in ships and in houses for years, many years. The title implies 12 years, but the film and the story never tell us how much time has gone by as his life progresses. It leaves you wondering with Solomon how much time he has lived this way and how much longer he is going to live this way, and if he'll ever be free again. He meets new owners and he meets new slaves along the way. The owners are all played by well-known actors: Paul Dano, Paul Giamatti, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Michael Fassbender. Benedict plays it differently, but the other three bring their own methods into playing their disgusting characters. Brad Pitt plays a small yet important role later in the film. It's tough for me to talk about the movie since a lot happens within its 2-hour, 14-minute running time. Rough, dark imagery is depicted throughout, and it certainly portrays how difficult it was to understand race in America back in that time period. It's raw, it's emotional, and it's numbing. I especially like, as I did with Captain Phillips, that all the characters are three-dimensional human beings. A female slave, Patsy, played by Lupita Nyong'o, has a story of her own, and it lifts the story greatly. These stories from minor characters bring more emotion, heart, and care into the film, and it goes to show that 12 Years a Slave has its own high standing next to other movies that depict slavery in that time. Filled with great performances and outstanding direction, this is one of the very, very best of the year. Definitely check out 12 Years a Slave.